Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to join me again. This is Jessica, aka Just the Best. This is part three of child support. Again, I'm just educating you guys on a lot of things that the public don't know. Knowledge is key. So this topic is going to be child support payments. And this is really the big one that I need a lot of you to understand. So here we go. You got pregnant, you got a kid, you know, you and the father of your child split up, or you and the mother of your child split up, whatever, you're seeking financial support. You went down to the courthouse, you filed your motion. Again, if you guys never been married, but now you have a kid and you're separated, it is $25. If you were married once upon a time and now you are separated and have a kid, it's $50. If you have family violence in your case, um, it is $75, I believe. And like I said, if I have any of my coworkers, fellow child support, um, and I'm wrong, please correct me. All right, so child support payments. Here we go. So when you go to file for child support, you fill out the application, you get a court date, you come to court, he come to court. Um, Attorneys are really not needed in these kind of court appearances, because it's just really for child support. Like you don't really need to spend a whole bunch of money paying somebody to talk for you when you can do the same yourself and keep your little change in your pocket. But whatever makes you comfortable, what I'm saying, you feel more comfortable with having an attorney there with you for child support court, more power to you. So you guys are both now present in court. You bring your financial information. He brings his financial information. The judge does the calculations, however it is that he does it. There's also a child support calculator on the child support website. And it's not an accurate number, but it kind of gives you an idea of how the breakdown happens and whatever. You guys can log on to www.njchildsupport.org and just, you know, go fishing. You know what I'm saying? Hit all the tabs, you know what I'm saying? Just inform yourself, read, you know what I'm saying, and educate yourself. So here it goes. The judge inputs both of you guys' income source. And I'm just gonna throw a number there. He comes out with $100 a week. All right, cool. Let me give you the breakdown on how payments work, because this is one of the biggest reason why the 877 number, the call center, is always overloaded with calls. It's a very high call volume call center, and most of the calls is regarding payments. So the judge ordered the father or the mother, whoever has the kid, to pay $100 a week. Depending how many weeks are in the month, that's how much he has to pay for the whole month. So let's say $100 a week. If there's 4 weeks, that's $400 a month. If he sends, okay, if he or she sends the $400 the first week of the month, right? I hope you guys are following me and listening. Grab your little paper, pen and pad, you know what I'm saying? You need to write this down so you won't forget. If he pays the whole $400 the first week of whatever month you're on, and you receive it, you ain't getting no more money till the next month. Okay? You ain't getting no more money. So please stop calling up there, getting mad. Oh, what? He not paying. Whoopie woo womp womp. I want my caseworker to call me. Da 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 da. Because it ain't going to change anything. He made his obligation for the whole month. He doesn't have to pay you another dime to the next month. Now, this is only if the case is brand spanking new and it don't have any arrears. Arrears is money that is old, money that has not been paid on, money that has been accumulating throughout the weeks, the times, the years, the months, whatever. Now, the way the arrears get paid is like this. And I'm going to give you a few scenarios. I'm going to give you a scenario first with a case with a weekly amount for child support and an arrears payback amount. An arrears payback amount is a separate amount aside of the child support that the caseworker asks the judge to um, to agree on or enforce for the father or the mother to catch up on the money that they owe. So let me throw an example out there. Let's say, I don't know, your case is brand spanking new, but it's been like, I don't know, 4 months since you received payment, right? Whenever your case was established, whenever you went to court, let's say it's a Tuesday, right? You went to court, the child support was granted that day. The judge said the amount that the father or the mother had to pay. It was a Tuesday. Your case is going to charge every Tuesday. So that means every Tuesday of the month, no matter what month it is, your case charges. So let's say if it's $100 a week, every week on a Tuesday, your case is charging that $100. So let's say now it's been 4 months, and every week those $100 is charging and no payments are coming in. Charging, 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 charging. Let's do the calculation. Hold on. Because I can't, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Hold on. 4 months. All day. Here we go. How would I do that? All right, so let's say 400 for that month. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 400 times 4, but you see there's some months that have 5 weeks. But let's just, because, I got to do it correct. Because if I'm going to give you the information, I got to do it correct. So let's say out of those 4 months, one of the month has 5 weeks. So it's 400 and 400 times 3 months, that's 1,200. 1,200 plus 500. All right, so let's say he owes you $1,700 because it's been 4 months and he has not paid you a dime. Let's say the case has an arrear payback amount, okay? This is the first example I'm going to use. There's an arrears payback amount. So let's say the arrears payback amount is, I don't know, $20. He got to pay $20 extra on top of the 100. If the first month comes, right, and he paid those $400 for the month, which covers $100 for every week of that month, right? Now he doesn't have to pay you any more child support payments because he covered that for the whole month. He paid the $400 for the whole month, which is $100 a week. But now he still got to pay those $20 because those 20 extra dollars are going to go to the total amount that he owes, right? So let's say he only sent the $400 for the whole month, but he didn't send the 20 extra dollars for the arrears back payment that he owes. Those arrears are still going to keep accumulating because he's not sending any payments for that. He's only sending the regular child support payments. So if that's the case, you can call the 877 number and speak to your caseworker and have your case enforced because he's not making any payments towards the arrears. At that point, what the caseworker might tell you is, okay, I'm going to send him out a letter, a delinquency notice. A delinquency notice is pretty much a letter sent to the father or the mother, whoever is responsible for the financial support, letting them know, hey, you're not, making your payments as you should. You got, how many days do they have? I think it's 10 days, 10 business days from the date of the letter to call the 877 number and talk to your caseworker. So therefore, no further enforcement actions can be taken against you. So, boop, here goes the the father or the mother, whoever's responsible for the financial payments, they call in. They're like, oh, I received this letter. What the hell is going on? I'm making my payments. I paid my $400 for the month. Why am I receiving this shit? Da 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 da. Because again, they're not informed. They don't know how it works. When you go to court, let me tell you something. The judge don't explain this shit to you because the judge himself don't even know. The judge is just there to tell you, okay, why you here? That's why you here. Okay, cool. What you got to say about that? Oh, that's what you got to say about that? Okay, cool. Let me write my little notes. Here's your court order. Have a nice life. You too. Get the hell out of my courtroom. That's what the judges do. Okay? So the judges don't even know. So that's why it's always good to call that 877 number and inform yourself of how this is going to work, what's going to happen. So therefore, you are prepared. Okay? But anyways, that's why the 877 number is there. So if you don't know, please call, ask the questions, inform yourself. But this is why I'm making this video so you guys can know. So now I gave you that scenario, right? Well, no, let me finish it. So let's say the father doesn't call, right? He gets the letter. The letter is telling him, hey, you haven't been paying what you need to be paying. The father or the mother, let me correct myself. Sorry, the father or the mother, whoever is responsible for the financial support. They receive this letter, they ignore it. They're like, whatever. I gave them $400. Fuck them. What the fuck else do they want? I'm a poor nigga or a poor bitch too. They ignore the letter. All right. Now the caseworker sees, all right, they didn't call, whatever. Now here comes the person that has the child calling again. Oh, it's been 3 weeks, 4 weeks past already. I called, whatever. What's the caseworker doing? She or he ain't doing nothing. What the fuck? Da, 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 da. Because this is how they call up there. And this is just moderate because it don't be like that. it be like irate. So you say, okay, I'm gonna have the caseworker call you again, within 2 business days, you'll be getting a call from a block number. If you see that, please pick it up. That's your caseworker. All right, cool. Now, the caseworker calls again, the person who has the child, whether it's the mother or the father, and the caseworker tells them, okay, I'm going to handle it. I'm going to send another notice. Now, the second notice that goes out is the notice of intent of a bench warrant or some crap like that. It's pretty much letting you know, hey, I done sent you a letter already telling you that you ain't paying. You chose to ignore that letter and not call, we gonna lock your ass up. So now you got another additional 10 business days, with no weekends included, to call the 877 number, request to speak to your caseworker, so therefore you can stop these actions. So most of the time, when they get the notice of delinquency, which that's the notice telling them that they owe, most of the time they don't call because they're like, all right, whatever. But when they get that notice of a bench warrant, oh, they calling. They calling because they don't want to get locked up. So there they go. The person that has the child, whether it's the mother or the father, calling. Oh, I got this letter saying I'm gonna get locked up. Oh, I paid the $400. What's going on? Da 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 da. We informed them like, hey, listen, even though you paid the $400 for the month, which is $100 a week, okay, you did good in that part, but you didn't send in the $20 extra that covers the back pay, the money that you owe. Oh, I didn't even know. Well, how much I got to pay in total? Tell me how much I got to pay in total with the back pay money added. So we tell them. So boom. Then they get on the straight narrow. That don't happen no more. But now, this scenario, let's say there is no arrears payback amount. Because there ain't no arrears. There's no money owed. The case is fresh with a zero balance. There's no money owed. If whoever is responsible for the financial payments, whether it's the mother or the father, whoever, if your case is $100 a week and there's 4 weeks in that month, which that totals to $400 for that month, because again, keep in mind, certain months have 5 weeks. You sent in those $400, you won't get paid again till next month. So please When you receive that big amount, $400, and you looking like, oh damn, I got $400. That's for the whole month. That's just not $400 for that first week. No, your case charges every Tuesday at $100. So you receive $400, you ain't getting no more money to the next month. So please keep that in mind. So therefore, you don't be calling the 877 number irate and upset because weeks are passing by and you ain't getting no more money because you got it already. Okay? So now let's see. And like I said, it's different days of the week that your case can charge. It depends on when you go to court. Okay, what day um, it falls on what day of the week it falls on in that month. So it could be a Monday, it could be a Tuesday, it could be a Wednesday. Whatever date you went to court, that's the date that your case charges every week or every month. Because some cases are monthly too. Sometimes the obligation is every month. So again, whatever the judge ordered, the person that's going to be financially responsible for the support, whether it's the mother or the father, if it's weekly, you times it by however many weeks that month has. If it's monthly, it's only one amount. You don't have to add, multiply by nothing. It's one set amount. I'm sorry, I said amount. It's one set amount that you pay. Okay, so make sure that you're looking at these court orders. Okay, because that's another thing. A lot of people don't know how to read these court orders, and they're not really that hard to read. But if you're having problems with reading them, call that 877 number. The customer service representative that picks up the phone will be gladly to assist you and walk you through the court order. Okay, so now here comes tax season, which a lot of people wait on. All right, let's say you got a deadbeat, mother of the child, father of the child, whoever. Uh, um, and tax season comes. Whoever is financially responsible for the support, whether it's the mother or the father, they waiting on their taxes. They're like, yeah, I'm saying, I'm about to go cop me that car. I'm saying, that cool jacket, them cool kicks. If you owe money, don't wait on that money because it ain't coming. Okay. Now let's say you have more than one cases, because this is another thing. Whoever has the child that went to apply for the child support, they think that if the person that's responsible for the financial support, whether it's the mother or the father, they think that if they have more than one cases, they're like, oh, that ain't my business. That ain't got nothing to do with me. He got to pay my case. That's not how that works. Sorry, unfortunately. If the father has more than one kid and he has more than one child support account, when his taxes get taken, right? And fellas or ladies, whoever is responsible for the financial support of the child, you get the letter in the mail letting you know that your taxes was taken and where did it go, right? So if you have more than one case, more than one kid, and you're waiting for that, taxes to come, and it don't come, whoever has the kid that's waiting on this money, just know you ain't gonna get the whole thing. If there's more than one kid involved, if whoever is responsible for the financial support payments has more than one case, it's going to be split. Okay, it's going to be split up. So let's say, I don't know, the person is getting, I don't know, let's say $5,000 back. Whoever filed for child support first, so let's say it's a male. Let's use the example, it's a male. He has two, he has separate kids with two different mothers, with two different ladies. Whichever lady filed for child support first, that's who gets it first. And then whatever's left over, then whoever was second gets the rest. That's how it works. So whichever case is priority, that's who's going to get paid first, right? Um, let's see. If you win the lottery, right? You at the casinos, you hit the jackpot. Anytime you come across a big, oh, you got into an accident, you about to get paid off, you about to get broke off. Anytime whoever is responsible for the financial support payment of these children, whether it's a male or a female, anytime you get a hold of a lot of money, uh, it gets snatched from you if you owe child support. If you owe. If you don't owe, oh, you in the clear. You paying no mind. But if you owe money, you ain't gonna see none of that. Okay? So that's why it's always good to stay on top of your payments, make your support payments, be responsible. Okay? Because whoever is responsible for the financial support of these children weren't made alone. You know what I'm saying? You was a well participant in the actions. So now you have to be a participant in the actions when it comes to taking care of this child. So I hope I covered everything with the payments. If I didn't, you're more than welcome to drop comments or questions. Please hit that like button and subscribe. Again, follow me on both my social media pages at Crazy Sexy Cool Jess and at never_assume 517. Again, these 3 videos that I've done dropped regarding child support is just informative information, just so you guys can inform yourself and know how this works and don't be, going too crazy of things that you don't know. Again, you're more than welcome to call the 877 number, which is 877-655-4371, and you know the rest.